Okay, Jeff at DJM Suspension, and today we're doing replacement radius arms. What happened on my truck, and I have a 65 F100, which we're going to do this installation on. We came down to the radius arms, and if you take a look at this radius arm here, the radius arm looks okay, but you can see we're compromised here. And even if you put a new bushing on, it doesn't do you any good because it's so chewed up and we've lost so much material that it'll just be like having a bad bushing. So what do? And so I tried to go online and find a new radius arm for it. This is virtually not rebuildable. Of course, there's always a way, I suppose. But for me, it was not rebuildable. And to tell you the truth, I don't want to run this on my truck. So I went online. This is what I came up with: a beat up radius arm, and it's better, but you can see here that we still lost material. And the bushing's still going to fit loose, and it's just like having a bad set of bushings. You could put a brand new set of bushings on it, and the bushing will be loose, and your truck won't run right, and the suspension won't work correctly because it's just like having a bad set of bushings. So you can put new bushings all day long, and they're not going to work. So what we did, because I don't want to run these, I don't want to rebuild this. We built a whole new set of radius arms. These are the bushings I prefer, which of course is a Moog. And they aren't very expensive. They come with the new cups and the bushings. And now with our new radius arms, everything's brand new. Everything will fit correctly, and your bushings will work correctly. Remember, on your F100, you have these bushings and the pivot bushings, and those are the only bushings you have. So if either one of the bushings don't fit correctly, your truck doesn't drive correctly, and you wonder why this thing just isn't right. And you put it together with something like this, your truck's never going to be right. And whether this is going to snap on you, I don't want to find that out. So it's my truck, so we're putting new radius arms on it. You can buy these radius arms. I paid a lot of money for this thing, and you can see it's trash. And if this was my only option, it's better, but it isn't my only option. We built these right here in Los Angeles at this facility, and everything's brand new. And we're going to go ahead and install these, and I don't have to worry anymore. Every time I drove this thing, I knew about this thing, and I was worried because everything on a Ford hinges on this bushing. And if you lose the bushing, if this thing snaps, you're in big trouble. So let's get going on the installation. We'll get these things put on. So here's my F100. We already have disc brakes, the way most of the guys are doing. And so we got rid of the single master reservoir. We have a dual reservoir booster, so it's much safer. And you can see the radius arm problem with it. We're going to have a failure here, and we want to replace these. The rest of it looks okay, but this bolt these are cast, and this bolt is highly corroded, and which is not good. And so we're going to go ahead and replace those right now. So we removed the shock, and we're getting ready to take the radius arm bolt out, and we're going to go ahead and take the tie rod extender off.
Bushing stuck on there.
That one looks pretty good.
I don't know if you can see that one. How chewed up we are. This side is freer. It doesn't have this stuff in the way. It's just dirty.
That's how you want it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so we should probably put this in. We're gonna put this in. And now the bolts. And then get from your taper off.
We have to tighten this up. It'll articulate these.
Okay, I have room. Okay, so we gotta come back a little bit this way. If we can. There it goes. It started.
I'm gonna have to put a new drag link on since that boot's missing. I don't think we did anything to it.
Here we go. Nice. That's the way it should do it.
I just had that. And we got brand new radius arms. And that cup fits perfect. Just the way it should.
That was my fault. I made the fixture a little bit off. It makes it a lot easier to put on.
We have everything installed. The new radius arms. Of course, we have the 3-inch drop beams. And we went over our preferred bushing kit, which is a Moog 8146. And we'll just go to the fine print and we see made in USA. So everything is made in USA right here in Los Angeles, and we're using a made in USA Moog kit for the bushings. And of course the bushing is your main suspension bushing on a Ford. The radius arm bushings are everything on an F-100, and as well as almost any I-beam Ford. That is your only and main bushing, so that really's got to be right if you want your truck to drive and handle correctly. And we're gonna go see if we got an improvement over the old deteriorated radius arms. And here we have some very kind of bad roads. They're doing construction and the truck's not pulling or wandering or anything with the new arms, the new radius arms. The truck does not have a sway bar on it. Which is okay because we've solved the problem with the radius arm bushings, and the truck's taking these bumps and this bad road without any input into the steering wheel. It doesn't wander anymore. It just drives nice and straight. And we take these turns, no problem at all. No weirdness in the steering wheel anymore. Before we had brand new bushings on it, and it was like we had old messed up bushings, and now we're riding just like we should. And I'll tell you, with the new bushings, it's almost like a modern car. It's like when this thing was new, and that's what you want. And now we give it power. There's no wobble. There's no steering wheel input. It just drives like a very well sorted F-100.